I started working on Between Nostalgia and Dreams 3 years ago through a class I took. In the assignment, the prompt was meditating on the connection between people, places, and objects. And that made me think about my own personal journey of moving from country to country at a young age and how I connected to these three themes. I grew up in Ethiopia and then moved at the age of 5 to Kenya, and then after that to the US at the age of 10. So having lived in so many different places, it's impacted my understanding of, you know, place, my connection to people, and through that, how I made sense of material objects. And so initially I started with just taking portraits of my friends to explore how they made sense of being immigrants in different places and how they made sense of their identity, how they belonged to their new environment, and most critical to that, like what objects they've held on to when they moved so often. I think the common theme between objects that are included in the exhibition is that they're all sides of comfort. People choose to hold on to these things because it reminds them of a time, of a place, and of an experience that made them, comfortable, made them feel at home, and made them connect with all the different identities they've held on to. I think it's so important that our stories are preserved and are archived and are safeguarded, because we know that there will be times in the future, just like now, where the archives will face an assault. And I think now more than ever for Black, Brown, and queer communities, and just immigrant communities in general, there has to be, an emphasis on sharing our stories and preserving the things that matter to us. And exploring these objects, it's looking at one small thing and finding the macro level picture that it tells about who we are, what we long for, what we love, and how we contribute to our communities. So often, narratives around the immigrant experiences is mainly centered around what is lost. I want to shift that narrative and focus on what is preserved and what is carried into the future. I want people who visit this exhibition to really reflect on their own personal experiences of what they held on to, what nourished them, and what gave them love, and what this object and what this object is, and how they want to preserve that object and take it into the future.